Hi kids, welcome to another LEGO workshop at the Lisbon Library. This month we're going to be looking at making things in different scale than we sometimes do. A lot of times we use the LEGO minifigure as a sort of the reference point for when we build structures or vehicles, but we can look at making buildings that are what they call micro scale, and using some of the Lego pieces to represent different things at different scales can be kind of fun. And a lot of times it doesn't take a lot of pieces to get a really kind of neat result. For example, I just made this little Roman temple out of just a few pieces, some plates and a couple of roof pieces and some fence pieces. And it's a different scale than what we're used to looking at a lot of times when we build with Lego. So I'll show you some tricks and then you can have fun building your own stuff. When I'm trying to make Lego architecture creations, I use a lot of white bricks and maybe add some black or gray with only a few colored pieces for accent, but you can do it however you like. So the first skyscraper we'll make is just a stack of 1x2 Lego Technic bricks, and if you place that on the base, it starts to look sort of like a skyscraper with some small round windows. Add a little plate on top to finish it off, and then you can add more stacks of bricks of different types to make your city. You can do different textures as well. So here's one with some grooves on it. And you can add those, space them apart so they have little alleyways in between them. And again, different heights or shapes is a good idea. Here's some more Technic bricks turned sideways. And then you can also do things if you have some gray tiles or plates. You can put those on the base and they'll start to simulate some streets. There's a little cross street. And you can keep adding more and more shapes and build in your city of skyscrapers as you go. So I used a little slope there, added it to one of the other skyscrapers, and made it a little taller. So something else you can make are big office buildings with some translucent bricks and maybe some curved pieces. You'll see it doesn't really look like it's the same scale as those other ones. It's a lot bigger and doesn't quite match as well. But as long as it goes with the rest of your city, it really doesn't matter what scale you're making it at. Another technique to try is to build with the studs not on the top, like we have in the background there, but to build sideways. And I used a bigger brick here and then sort of alternated clear and opaque bricks. And then you can sort of set it there, and it's an office building with some windows. You can also attach to the base with one of these little headlight pieces that has a connection point on the bottom, and put it on a tile with a stud right there. And that can make it look like a more of a stable connection and disguise it with some other pieces. Going back to that temple, you can see that there are some plates built up to make some steps. And then I had these different fence pieces. And if you add those in, it gives you that impression of, oh, maybe they're not fence pieces, they're actually columns, big marble columns that people could walk among. And then add some sloped pieces on top, maybe a little decoration on the front right there. And you can even add sort of a micro figure scale statue in front for a little extra decoration. And you can play around with the different pieces to give extra texture however you want to. So hopefully you enjoyed this month's LEGO workshop. Look for different ways you can use some of those elements to make different things at different scales, and have fun with your building. And of course, we'd love to see anything that you create. Bring those in to the library, or post a picture on our Facebook page. Thanks. We'll see you next time.